First sign I'm going to read for is Gemini. The uncharted sea is coming up for you, Gemini, as well as the Sage and Two of Fire upside down. So I was kind of mentioning this about how, you know, full moon or any aspects to the astrology could have an impact. It always shift. We don't know what could happen. One day the tides could be calm, tides could be tumultuous. Looking at it from sage-like nature. So for you, the sage, it says life is challenging and rewarding journeys can be present, that to learn from your personal experience and then to be able to teach and inspire others, and then just know that each step and lesson you can gain some joy or wisdom and skills to be able to help yourself and as well as the plight of others, enlightening others and paying it forward from that wit that you carry, Gemini. And Two of Fire upside down, there may need to be a pause in your direction until you trust what the most wisest direction is. Are you going upstream rather than seeing the true direction, true path for us? The one that's most righteous for you as well as others, the one that's most enlightening, looking a bit deeper outside of some of the waves that may be coming in, and how you could bring some calm to your environment, Gemini. Virgo, we have positive expectations coming up and tsunami, as well as exchanging gifts. With tsunami, you may be hit kind of hard, Virgo, by some of the energy of people's emotions or words, and maybe you're also giving that same weight onto someone else with your emotions or words. Being able to see that even if there's some difficulty in communicating your emotions or difficulty in receiving some emotions that are coming at you right now, expect that there could be positive results by unveiling or unraveling some of this energy that's a heavy weight, and being able to see how it may bring in something positive, or an exchange of gifts with someone, an exchange of some positive energy for you and the other parties that are involved that you may be having this heavy weight or difficulty with. If you have to extract the weight, then you can see how there may be other people to be engaging with, or it may be that if you lift this heaviness off the situations that you're in, then you'll be able to see how it could move a bit better, or could be gifted to you in such a way where you learn something from the person and they learn something as well from you. Let's look beyond what could be heavy for you presently, Virgo. Sagittarius, we have Into the Unknown coming up, environmental awareness, and the cow. For you, Sagittarius, is trusting that there's more to see from the unknown, that you can leave some of your sorrows, your woes, your concerns to the unknown, so that you can receive. If you're environmentally aware of where you need to be, or even being out in nature, you may see how this can bring abundance for you. And of course, Sagittarius is a nature-bound sign. It loves to go out and charge and reset, and then it'll find some power. You will see that if you trust that the unknown has your back and that you're gonna be okay, even if you don't know what the outcome is gonna be, that if you're just environmentally aware or charging up, you will receive what you ask for, or you will receive a consistent nourishment that may be available to you with cow medicine. Pisces, Jupiter is going into your sign at the end of the month. Originally, that's where Pisces was from, and then it took over Neptune as we discovered that planet. On the Vedic astrology, Pisces is still ruled by Jupiter. The Observer coming up, as well as winter solstice reflection and wisdom. First, be able to look around you and observe what is coming in as a message for you, and choosing the most wise direction that is revealing in the signs, even possibly meditating, taking a moment to really reflect. Winter was pagan eras when we went into recluse mode to really analyze our path and our future, what can bring us abundance, what can bring us something that we need to receive. Really look at what you need to see right now, Pisces, that'll be the most wisest for you. Jupiter, your actual original planet, is about wisdom. Pisces, you're the last sign of the zodiac. It's the elders. You just naturally know that everything is all one. Generally, all signs are a double-edged sword, but you know how we are all interconnected. Choose the most wisest path or give the right advice in a wisdom consciousness. But first, be sure that you understand the message, that you see it clearly before you drop that knowledge on people. Capricorn, you don't have to work so hard where you think that if you work so hard, things will change and they'll be more cleaner for you, or they'll be more stable for you. So we have sage and cloud shape shifting, as well as chop wood. Looking at maybe possibly, is there a way to work where you don't have to work so hard so that it shifts to the most cleanest path that you want, or the most serene path that you want, that allows it to feel like something clear and new and fresh for you, so that you can not have to put in such effort to see a change or a shift in your goals or what you want to achieve or receive right now, Capricorn. Not being so hard on yourself as well, or working excessively hard, releasing that energy. Rather, there could be, of course, you could work as hard if you want, but there may be a need for you to not have to work as hard. There may be a different path that you could take where it could be a bit easier with the Sage card. So it could be a little more wise, because Sage is a Jupiter card, or it is a Jupiter energy, meaning that you could take the wisest path, that you could still work hard, but in a smart way, so that you don't have to expend energy. Things can shift for you. You just have to see that it's possible for it to be clean and clear for you, Capricorn. Aquarius, you got the blue flame, conclusion, and victory. For you, Aquarius, is that there's this spontaneous awakening and activation, a time that you could integrate. The eclipses in the current astrology may be creating some integrations for you, Aquarius, where you're downloading some different information and you're able to incorporate that in your world. Aquarius, you're very eccentric. Originally, your planet is Saturn, and then once we discovered Uranus, then it fit for you because you are different, and Uranus is shifted or tilted differently than all the rest of the planets. Being able to see how you can integrate these changes and how they can apply to a new path for you, because if you see that some of the chapters need to be closed so that you can integrate with that new higher vibration, then you'll be able to see what you're going to be victorious in. Your goals want to come to fruition. Some chapters have to be closed so you can have a victory in something else. You may have already hit a check mark on something, and now it's time to take a moment to enjoy whatever you've received thus far in the levels that you're in, and then enjoying those rewards, but then knowing that there's a new or next voyage to embark on, and not to limit yourself by old chapters or old things that are ended, and to allow or accept this new integration or awakening that is present for you, Aquarius. Scorpio, right now you got the High Priestess, timing, and as well as expression. You can have this ability to see things very naturally on your own, Scorpio. Sometimes it's all in the timing of things, and that there may be a need for us to express ourselves. Scorpio, it's possible that you don't express yourself because you may feel that you have to keep everything to yourself. But sometimes it's more powerful when we express ourselves, when we have Scorpio placements in our chart, because not everyone may hear this from someone like you. You may keep this information within you, and there could be some higher forces that you could tap into, or you have this intuitive consciousness that can help people. And if you don't express it, then how will they learn? It helps when we're relatable to people. So Scorpio, there's something for you that's deeper here, and create timing to link up to what you need to express right now, because people really need to hear your voice, or they need to know what information that you carry. You think these signs are just for you because you're a High Priestess. You naturally naturally have this knack or talent of being aware of things, Scorpio. But again, sometimes there has to be a moment where we speak up when we have Scorpio in our chart, because we don't usually possibly speak up, and it may help people in your environment. It may help link them up to a place where they can start to balance their moods, their intuitions, their creative energy, whatever it is that you can help them see. Don't hold back your expression right now, Scorpio. Aries, we have breath coming up for you, restriction upside down, and solitude. Right now, you may need to take a breather and take a moment to pause. There are some feelings that you're being restricted. You may not be restricted right now. It may only feel that way because, of course, Aries wants to go wherever it desires to go. And with you feeling restricted, that can make you have anxiety possibly right now. Spend a little time alone, even if you don't feel like it, and see what is coming up for you as far as knowledge or a direction or a new adventure that you could create, fire up. That this may be a blessing in disguise, that you are in some way restricted or alone or spending some time in your solitude, because it may be developing things for you creatively. Taurus, right now there's things that we may need to accept in between upside down, as well as quieting the mind. If we're not accepting something that's coming in, then we may feel like we're in between. Really see what we're meant to accept that we may be resisting right now, Taurus. See that true divine message to assess the positive and the negative mind, and to come from the neutral mind rather than subconscious mind or the monkey chatter that may be coming up for you, Taurus. Take a breather, take a moment to not feel like you're in between. That if you accept something that's coming in, it may be more beautiful and beneficial than you may be thinking. You may be being a bit stubborn on the signs that are coming in. Be a blessing for you in disguise if you accept it. Libra, there's some stuff that's ending for us presently. The death card kind of wants to flip-flop. It's upside down. Ancestors also upside down. Divine matrix upside down. We may be seeing some losses presently, whether it's truly death or an ending to some situations, or ending to family situations, or possibly a death, whether it be in business, family. We have to accept sometimes that some things have to end so new things can be reborn. We need to go back into the divine matrix per se, or to go back and think that if I had done something differently in the past, then things maybe wouldn't have ended this way, or situations maybe wouldn't have been so bad with our ancestors or our spirit guides or our actual ancestors that are alive and well in the present, or family members that if it ended, it ended. We have to accept that that's the way that it is, and then see that okay if something ends. It's okay if it has to start over. We could transition to a place where it's going to serve our highest purpose, our highest role, and that there's nothing really in the past for us to change or transition from what is really coming up presently. We have to accept some of the endings that are coming up, because endings always have beginnings. And to look at if there's something ending, to know that of course things happen for a reason, and maybe we took the wrong direction. However, in the end, we'll be able to see that nothing from the past really can fix what's happening in the now. I just will look at what can we address now, and that serves our role on this new slate that's coming in for us. Leo, for you, clean it up upside down. We may need to clean out, close out certain situations, but you may be hanging on to it, and instead of cleaning it up, you may instead be sad that this situation is ending, and rather than cleaning up, you're allowing it to just kind of sit there and fester and be dirt. Then, you know, come out of your sadness. It's hard, I know, presently with some of the astrology or the things happening, but if we come out of our sadness, we'll be able to see that we have support. You have counsel of light for you, Leo. There's helpers in the subtle realms that are here to assist you, and to know that our ascended masters or teachers have left us some knowledge and wisdom for us to attain and to share with the world. In the yogic perspective, you are the right side of the third eye, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the hypothalamus gland, command center that intuition to guide us where we need to go. There's information showing that you're connected to this wisdom. You're able to intuit when you're balanced. Again, every sign is a double-edged sword. But Leo, you do come from the heart. You also have an intuitive sense, and to see that you are supported to come out of your emotions, clean up what isn't benefiting you or serving yourself or others, so that you could see that you're supported, and then the directions can be more pristine for you in the outcome. Cancerian, for you, you have 5 of Pentacles upside down, Forge don't follow upside down, and 3 of Wands. Life isn't as bad as you may be seeing it. You may see that actually things are transitioning for the better. Lift your head up and look around. You'll be able to see that you're actually in a better position than you were before. And how can you be able to see that? There's more opportunities for you in the future. There's more to come if you allow your vision to be more vast rather than narrow. So, Forge don't follow upside down. You may not be taking that opportunity to pave a new path for yourself. So there's some good that's coming in for you that you could lead in or develop a whole new platform in and have a more vast opportunity for you. However, you may be seeing yourself in a sad position, maybe seeing that things aren't moving for you financially, emotionally, spiritually, romantically. There could be some issues that you're only fixated on, Cancerian. Pull back a bit. Look more from bird's eye view. Pull out of your emotions so you can see how there can be a whole new path for you presently, Cancerian, and not to be finding yourselves in a down state when actually presently there's ascension for you or opportunity for you. For all signs, we have the great severing, kindness, and as well as balancing act upside down. There's some things that we need to manage our anger or any conflicts that are present to soften to love. There's a lot of placements that are only kind of showing success or goals or how we could push forward, or things that are depressing, things that are inhumane, things that are pushing ahead and you feel kind of stagnant. Instead of focusing on the negativities or the things that make you angry or the things that are conflictive, to soften to love, still keeping in tune with those frequencies that are more softer, that are more kind, that are more humane, and that are healing for ourselves and for the people in our environment. Balancing act upside down. Things seem difficult to balance. What is more neutral for you? Everyone else involved. I have Metamorphosis. This is a change. Know that we can always change and evolve for the better. And if we are aware and balancing our moods and our emotions, then we will be able to head on a path that's beneficial to all involved. And I hope this message helps you all in the present. Happy holidays, everyone, and happy full moon.